brothers and sisters, 12 tribes of Israel, scattered all over the earth. Let me take this moment to say, welcome back. And we thank you again for your subscriptions. Thank you for your likes, your comments, and thank you for your comments. Again, let me say thank you for your prayers. And we're asking you to remember, when you view a session, always remember to like it. Praise His holy name. If we would like it, my brothers and my sisters, if we would like it, we would have a whole lot of likes, okay? So we're encouraging you to do that. We're encouraging you to do that. It doesn't take much. It doesn't take much. Just have to remember. Just have to remember. Okay, we are in Psalm 39. And the last session, we were still in verse 11. And we're dealing with hope. We're dealing with hope. And let me see, where we stopped was on the word beauty. But let's start again in verse, just read verse 11 from the beginning. It said, when thou with rebukes dost correct a man for iniquity, thou makest his beauty to consume away with a moth, or like a moth. And says, surely every man is vanity. Selah. All right. The word beauty here is the word kamad. And it's talking about the desire or to take pleasure in. Okay, that's what they were talking about here. Okay, so this man, okay, his beauty, whatever his desire, whatever he takes pleasure in, consumes away. Consumes away. You know, whatever he desires and whatever he takes pleasure in consumes away. You know, the beauty here, the greatly loved, something that he greatly beloved, covet, something. Some people would just use the term delectable thing, and something a delectable thing, a great delight in something, a desire, and sometimes lust after something. It's a desire, lust. Okay. Come from a primitive root to delight in. You know, so beauty, greatly beloved, something you covet, something delectable. Okay, something that is a delight, something that you have a desire, something goodly, lust, something pleasant, something precious. All of those things, he said, they consume. They are consumed. And you know why? Because man is nothing. Is sometimes, we at our best are nothing. The Bible said, for all have sinned and come short of the glory of YAHUAH. Yes, my brothers and my sisters, this is where we are. And so many times, we brag and we boast and, we talk about, like, who we really are, and we're nothing. We're nothing. Okay. Look at the word. Look at the word. You see the word at the end. Most Psalms, you see them in many of the Psalms, basically, where the word Selah, Selah, is a word that is given to show the end of a stanza. It's like a hymn, right? And the end of it. And it's a time for us to pause. Just pause for a moment, pause, and then just think back. pause and think back on what has been said. So the word Selah here is also means to lift up. You know, the Hebrew word, you know, is Samek, Lamed, and He. You know, is the word Selah. And so, a matter of fact, it's almost spelled the same way it is written, you know, in the King James Version, Selah. You know, almost spelled the same way. At least the pronunciation is the same, you know. And remember we said that there's no really English, you know, match to Hebrew word, because English is a corrupt language, okay? It's corrupt language. When I say corrupt, in the sense that there's several other languages joining together with that, okay? All right, to make the English words, you know. So, here in Selah is to lift up, or to exalt. And it is Selah. Selah, like the last, it is like you say, the way it's pronounced in the Hebrew is like the last letter is like law, like the Torah, spelled just like the Torah, you know, Selah. Okay, and so it comes from a word kala, by suspension of music. That is a pause, you know, and Selah is to tread down underfoot, to tread down underfoot, and it has a certain value to it. You know, come from a primitive root, to hang up, you know, or to weigh, you know. Contempt, to tread down underfoot, or, you know, that's what the word is talking about there. Okay. Look in verse 12 with me. Hear my prayer, O YAHUAH, and give ear unto my cry. Behold not thy peace. It says, hold not thy peace at my tears, for I am a stranger with thee, and a sojourner, as all my fathers were. Okay, so first of all, I wanted to say what David is saying here. He is in a position, based on his sin, based on the sin that he's committed, and now he's paying for it, in a sense. He is being rebuked. And he saw it coming in so many different ways. Okay? When his family member, when he's not a family member, you know, is also other people. Okay? Strangers. But I want you to notice that he said that he is a stranger with YAHUAH. In other words, like, he's not being treated like a son. You know, I can't do it. His feeling, okay? That's his feeling. Of course, YAHUAH has not left him. But that's the way he felt. Okay? And I want you to know is that he don't forget the struggle that his ancestors went through. Right? They were sojourners. They were not belong here. They were sojourners. They were traveling through. Like, you know, we're in the land of captivity right now, right? But we think we're free, you know. But this is not our final place, you know. This is not our final place. And so we want to notice here that YAHUAH, okay, he wants us to come to that place where we recognize that when we have sinned, that our lives is not the same. Our lives not the same because something has broken the fellowship between us and YAHUAH. And YAHUAH wants us to keep a short account. That when we sin, we come to him and we ask for forgiveness. And we believe that YAHUAH is going to do it. He's going to do it, my brothers and my sisters. So we have to trust him by his grace, by his favor, to do it to us. Listen to this. Hear my prayers. And I want you to notice the word hear there, because the word we say it over and over and over and over. This is one of the biggest words in the Torah. Hear, O Israel, YAHUAH, O Eloheinu, Echad. Hear, O Israel, YAHUAH, O Eloheinu is one. YAHUAH is one. And so the word Shama here, Shama means to hear. Shin, Mem, and Ayin means to hear. It means to hear, my brother, my sister. It means to listen attentively. That's what it talks about here. Listen attentively. It's like you're calling together. Call, gather together. And carefully and certainly consent. Consider. It comes from a primitive root to hear intelligently. A lot of times YAHUAH is speaking to us and he's calling us. And so, he's calling us by name most times. But we're not hearing because we're too busy thinking of other things. Thinking about, myself, all my struggles, and, we're not paying attention to what YAHUAH is saying. But my brothers and my sisters, by implication, this word is calling us attention. He's calling us to be obedient. He wants to tell us something. And he's giving us something to tell those in darkness. He's calling us, and we must pay attention. We must be attentive to what he said. Carefully, certainly, my brothers and sisters, consent. We must consider, that YAHUAH is declaring to us. And when he declares something to us, it means that we're going to declare it to others too. We're going to help others. And we have to do it diligently. We have to discern between the good and the bad. How do we discern between the good and the bad? Well, there are many people. You can tell outwardly the way they're living. The very action, the way they act, the way they behave, can tell you how demoralized some people are. And we have to approach them in a way that will not show themselves, look, we're here to condemn you, but we're here to help you to turn your life around to YAHUAH. Is what I'm saying? So we must discern, we must declare what he said, give ear to what he said to us. Give ear, my brothers and my sisters. We must consider what he said to us. We must be obedient. And all the noises around us, we need to close out. In my brothers and sisters, we cannot hear Yahuwah. We cannot hear his voice when there is noise. You know, because we're paying attention more to the noise than we're paying attention to what he said. So we got to be obedient, right? And being obedient to him, we perceive what he's saying to us. And my brothers and sisters, we're going to make a proclamation. And we're going to publish it. We're going to have regard to his word, my brothers and sisters. And we're going to publish, we're going to make a report, we're going to report, we're going to show forth. And you cannot do it without making sound. We're going to make a good sound, joyful sound. Praise his holy name. I'm going to tell it. And so, but we cannot tell it if we don't understand what it's all about. Many times we don't understand because we don't want to learn and we don't want to understand. But it's a, you know, it's a faith cometh by hearing and hearing of the word of Yahuwah. Okay? And the more we hear it, is the more we build up wisdom and understanding. Because we know exactly what he requires of us, what he wants, what he, you know what I'm saying? So we got to pay attention to that. Tell it, my brothers and sisters. We understand what he said, then go and show it to others. Look, this is what Yahuwah showed me about my life. And you know what? He can show you the same thing too, and more. Whosoever heareth his word, going to be a witness. Yahuwah is calling you, and is calling me. And he wants us to be witness. Yes, my brothers and my sisters, he wants us to be good witness for him. Praise his holy name. He said here, my prayers, hear my prayers. Tefillim, or tefillah. 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 Prayer. Hear my prayer. You see, hear my prayer. Okay, prayer, we have prayer in intercession, we have prayer in supplication, we have prayer in praise and thanksgiving. Okay? And by implication, is a hymn of prayer. To entreat the judgment, to make prayer, to make a supplication to Yahweh. When we praying for ourselves, it's a supplication, just like David is saying, hear my prayer, O Yahweh. It's making supplication. Okay? And it comes from a primitive root to judge, officially or mentally. By extension, to intercede, to pray, to entreat, to make a prayer to Yahuwah, my brothers and sisters, for yourself. That is supplication. To make a prayer for other people, that is intercession. And so here David is making a supplication for himself. Praise be to Yahuwah. Praise be to his holy name. And then he said, give ear unto my cry. Azan here is to give ear or to listen. You know. Give ear. Azan, give ear to my cry. Give ear to my cry. You see, Yahuwah is not deaf. Okay? He is not deaf. And so we know when we call to him, he hears us. But my brother, my sister, sometimes if we have sins in our lives that hinder our prayers. So we have to make sure, you know, that our lives are clean. Nothing to stop, nothing to block the prayer that comes out of our lips to his ears. He said, give ear unto my cry. Asan, to give ear, to listen, to give, in other words, to give, perceive by the ear, to hearken. He asking YAHUAH to listen to him. Probably, come from an expanded primitive root. It means to expand. To broaden your ears, like to open your ears. Listen, you open the ear with the hand to hear a person talking, right? YAHUAH doesn't have to do that. He doesn't have to do that. What? What is it? That's what we answer, right? YAHUAH doesn't do that. Even before you speak it, he knows what you're going to say. So the word here is to advertise out, to sometimes the audience displeases him. Sometimes the ear not hearing the way it should. And so it shows something differently. But it comes from another word. Azan means, broadness. That is, concrete, the ear. From the form in man. The way the ears is formed, right? And the ear is for hearing. And when YAHUAH was speaking to us, even our eyes, when we read his word, it's like we're hearing it because we see what he requires us, so we see what he wants. Amen. Praise his holy name. Praise be to his holy name. We're going to stop here, my brothers and my sisters. We're going to stop here and come back. Okay? It's like, give ear unto my prayer. Give ear unto my prayer, and my, unto my cry. So we're gonna ask you to be a blessing to someone today, and walk with the King. Shalom.